Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how I fix my food, and this is from the food plan that I posted on the food shopping for weight loss a couple videos ago. So I have pretty much everything that I am eating on the plan, minus the asparagus. I don't have the asparagus out, but my chicken for today, I'm going to fix up a bunch of chicken, a special on chicken. I went to the grocery store, 6 packs you get 10% off, so stocked up on some chicken. And this is Monday, and what makes it easy for the rest of the week is to fix a bunch at one time. And this is pretty much my main protein is chicken and then some egg whites, so it makes it easy when you don't have a whole lot of different proteins that you're eating in one day. And right now I need it as simple as possible, as easy as possible, especially in the beginning. In the beginning you want to make it easy so it's not that hard to do, because if it's too hard to do in the beginning, you kind of lose interest. So at least that's the way I am anyway. So if it's easy for me, I'll do it. And especially if you're busy, you want it easy and simple. So what I do when I'm want to fix a bunch at one time and then don't have to worry about it, especially in the beginning, making it easier, I just get a big pot. My water is boiling right now, and I just throw a bunch of chicken in here. Boiled chicken, I like boiled chicken. It tastes really good, especially when you first get it done. Once you get it and put it in the refrigerator, it gets a little bit drier. But since I'm not getting ready for a show, I use barbecue sauce, sometimes ketchup, sometimes salad dressing. This is a fat-free salad dressing, honey Dijon. All these are really good, so this kind of flavors the boiled chicken. A lot of times too, I'll fix it in a skillet and use Pam, spray Pam in the skillet and put the chicken in the skillet. But again, since I want to make it quick and easy and fix a bunch at one time, I'll just do it this way, boil it. And I like chicken tenders, just because there's nothing to cut out or cut off. No fat, it's just chicken. So just gonna put it in here. And today's the 26th of March. And I think I'm gonna fix one more pack. I'm gonna put the others in the freezer. You wanna bring your water to a boil, and then I just throw all the chicken in and let it come to a boil again, and then turn it down. Cream of rice, 2 tablespoons, and I just keep my little tablespoon in there. Add a little bit of water. I don't measure my water, I just kind of guess. I know about how much to put in. So pop it in the microwave. 1 minute 49 seconds. While that's going, I'm going to get my eggs going. Ham. 5 egg whites and 1 yolk. Okay, that was 4. The last one just goes whole thing. I usually like to break the yolk and just kind of mix it around just a little bit. And this is something weird that I do. I use paper plates a lot, just so there's less cleanup. Because when you eat a few times a day, it just helps to have paper plates. And this is my favorite little skillet for my eggs, to cook my eggs in. And somehow the top got lost. So what I do is I take my paper plates, put it over the top, set the timer, 4 to 5 minutes. This is convenient because when this is done, I just take the paper plate, flip the eggs in the paper plate and eat them. If I'm fixing it now for tomorrow, then I have my cream of rice done. Cream of rice all done. I leave that like that, and I just flip my eggs in here, and then I put aluminum foil over the top. I'm going to start with broccoli. This is part of meal number 2. This is the broccoli that I like. You just pop it in the microwave in this bag, and about 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Depending on your microwave, it's about 3.5 minutes it says, but I do mine 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and it's perfect. Especially in the beginning, trying to get back into the swing of things. I like stuff like that because it's easy. First meal, egg whites with 1 yolk and cream of rice. Second meal, 4 ounces of chicken, 1 cup of broccoli, and some asparagus. I'm not going to fix the asparagus right now. Third meal is chicken, again, with a 4-ounce yam. So broccoli's in the microwave right now. I'm going to get the yams ready. I just usually cut off the ends. I stab holes in them and rinse them off. And then I pop these in the microwave. Yams are ready. Timer's going off for the eggs. They still need to go longer. If you haven't noticed, when I cook, everything's just pretty much plain. I don't really cook with seasonings. That's just my choice. And I like all this food. I don't really need a lot of flavor. If I do flavor anything like my cream of rice, I just eat it just like that, fixed with water, and I like that. My egg whites, a lot of times I eat them plain. Every once in a while I might put some ketchup on them, just if that's, you know, if I want that taste of the ketchup. A lot of times I eat it plain. And sweet potatoes I usually eat plain. Sometimes I have a craving to make them a little bit sweeter, so I'll put some stevia on them. My broccoli, sometimes I eat plain. Sometimes I might use some fat-free dressing, fat-free ranch, or this is honey Dijon. Sometimes I even dip them in barbecue sauce. Same with my chicken. And so my way of spicing things up are using stuff like this. So I usually just cook my food plain, and then I spice it up with stuff like this: barbecue sauce, fat-free salad dressings, balsamic vinegar, and sometimes on my salad I use balsamic vinegar. Sometimes I use something like this. Okay, these are ready to be flipped. Dogs have gotten a hold of all of our spatulas. They're a little dented up. Teeth marks. I just do that, I flip it over. Just make sure the other side's just cooked. If I were to eat it now, I'd put it on my paper plate that I had covering the skillet. But since this is for tomorrow, I just put it right on top of here. And I just kind of let this sit out and cool while I'm fixing everything else. Broccoli's done. See, this just kind of steams right up. And you just, if the seam starts to come open, you just pull the seam open. I'm going to pop the yams in. Almost 6 minutes. Let them cook and then flip them over. Next up is my salad. So I have my potatoes going, my chicken's still going, it's boiling. I'm going to turn it down to about 6. I'm going to set the timer. We're going to set it for 25 minutes. Scale. Going to go to grams, and we're doing 42 grams. This is our spinach, this is our salad. So 42 grams. I kind of tear it up a little bit. Sometimes I just do just the spinach if I'm feeling hungrier and want more than just this, I'll add some lettuce, some shreds. This is already shredded up, but this will add more volume. So if you're hungry and you want a bigger salad, I just add a little bit of this so it's kind of just more filling. Okay, 1 cup of broccoli. Mash it down in there. If you do it the same way every time, that's what counts. So this is my cup. It's kind of mashed down in there. I weigh my protein after it's cooked and also my yams after it's cooked. And same thing with those. You want to do it the same way every time because it does make it different. So if, you know, one time, especially if you're getting ready for a contest and you need to know what you're taking in, if you do 5 ounces before it's cooked one time and then you do 5 ounces after it's cooked another time, you're getting different amounts of protein, because if you take 5 ounces and cook it down, once it's cooked, in the end you might only have 4 ounces. So I weigh mine after it's cooked, and that way it's the same every time. Because when you're getting ready, if you're not changing, if you're getting ready for a show and you're not changing, you need to know how much exactly you're taking in so you know what to change when you need to change it. Or if you know, sometimes you need to add a little bit more protein. So that just helps to make sure you do it the same way every time. And for me, it's easier to just weigh everything after, because that way you can cook up a bunch, like my chicken. Cook up a bunch of chicken, and when you go to measure it out, you just, you know, do it after it's cooked. Same with the yams. You can cook, you know, a couple yams at a time and then cut them to make your 4 ounces. Otherwise, you're sitting there trying to like guess and cut, and then you cook it, and it's just easier to do, for me anyway, to do after. So have that. 10 almonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sounds like the potatoes are done. I'm going to flip those over. Rice cake. These are croutons. So you just break up a rice cake. The Quaker ones like this, these are only, I think, 7 grams of carbs. This is actually what I'm going to eat now. So normally if you have your broccoli just cooked and then you put your rice cakes in there, you don't want to do that because your rice cakes will get soggy. So I'm going to eat this one now. It's time for this meal. So I'll fix another one for tomorrow. And I'm going to be home tomorrow, so I just wanted to show you like the main things that I fix. So I'll make another one of these either today or tomorrow. But yeah, if your broccoli is warm, you don't want to put your rice cakes in there because they get soggy and icky. So since I'm going to eat it now, I'm putting them in now. These are 7 grams of carbs, 35 calories. And this is another kind that I get. These are Lundberg rice cakes, tamari with seaweed. So if you want to add just a little bit more flavor, you can do these too. These are more carbs, so these are 13 grams of carbs and 60 grams or 60 calories. So they're a little bit more, almost twice as much as the other ones. But sometimes it just tastes good to put just a little bit of flavor. I like tamari and seaweed. These have really good flavors. They're denser. They're a denser rice cake than the other ones. These are like styrofoam. These are denser. So I mix that up too. Unless I'm getting ready for a contest, then I pretty much stay with these. Like you all know, I'm trying to be stricter because I want to lose, you know, 8 to 10 pounds. That was my goal, or is my goal. I'm down a couple pounds, so I'm being strict on my diet, but I'm able to be a little bit freer because I'm not getting ready for a contest. So that kind of makes it fun. And last but not least, for the salad, some carrot shreds. I just kind of sprinkle some on. And today I'm going to use the fat-free honey Dijon. Pour it on. that's my salad. This is my next meal for today, meal number 4. Chicken has 13 minutes to go. Potatoes are done. I'm just gonna cut them open so they cool off. Cover up my egg whites and cream of rice. Meal 1 for tomorrow. Here's my asparagus. I'm not gonna fix this. Normally I would put it in a long glass container, chop off the ends, put some saran wrap, a little bit of water and some saran wrap over the top, and pop it in the microwave. So tomorrow for my second meal, I'm gonna have my chicken, my 4 ounces of chicken, and my 1 cup of broccoli. And instead of eating my asparagus, I'm going to juice it. I'm going to have my 6 spears of asparagus with some carrots and some kale. Asparagus, if you guys didn't know, is a diuretic. So it helps you to lose water weight. So I didn't know if you knew that about asparagus, but asparagus is a diuretic. So just in case you need to drop a little bit of water weight sometime, this will help you do that. As I get closer to a show, I eat a lot of 2 or 3 meals. So I'm not going to fix this today. But normally, since I'm done with the microwave, that would be the next thing that I'd put in a container, in a glass thing, and get that going. While my chicken's still going, has about 8 more minutes, but I'm going to take it out and see if it's done. Okay, here's a piece. I just usually cut it in half, just make sure it's not pink. And this looks pretty good, but I'm going to let it go longer. But what I would do next, tomorrow I'm going to be home, so I'm just going to throw it in the bigger ones, and then I'll measure it out tomorrow for the next day. But if I were going to work tomorrow, I would use my smaller ones and measure out each one and each meal, and then for that next day, and then put the rest in here in a bigger one. So that makes it easy, so then the excess is in here and it's ready for me to measure out for another day, for the next day. Meal 5 is 4 egg whites, 4 ounces of yam, and a scoop of protein powder. So if you make it with pancakes, you probably want to use vanilla. If you mix it all together and make them as pancakes. I usually just do it separate, and right now I have chocolate. I do have some vanilla protein too, but these are my 2 favorite proteins, and I think I'm starting to like this one even more. The Protein Blitz is one that I like. It's whey isolate protein, and then this is also, and this is Gaspari Nutrition, and it's Intra-Pro. And I'm thinking I really like this one too. I think this one's a little bit easier on my stomach than this one. But I have chocolate and vanilla in this one. And I got this one the last time because I ran out of this. And I usually get this online. But I ran out and went to the health food store, and they didn't have this. And they had this. This was like one of the closest that I could find price-wise, and they just looked really good. I wanted to try it. So I'm almost out of this, so I'm going to get more of this. I just got 2 of these in, but and I'll still use this. They have different amounts of protein, but I'm really liking this one a little bit better. So that meal 5 is a scoop of protein powder, 4 egg whites, and a 4-ounce yam. The last meal is just 6 ounces of chicken, just plain. Well, I mean, just by itself. I'll probably use barbecue sauce with it, but sometimes I don't even get to that one, the 6 ounces of chicken. If I was getting ready for a contest, I probably would, because I eat every, on the average, 2 hours. Now I'm a little bit more relaxed. I eat maybe every, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. I just kind of go a little bit more by if I'm like real super hungry or not. And then sometimes instead of that, I might feel like a yogurt, or if I do eat a yogurt during the day, a Greek yogurt, then sometimes that just puts it where I just don't get to that last meal. So anyway, I think that's it. I think I pretty much covered everything, and chicken should be done here in a minute. I'm just going to take that out and put it in the container, and I'm going to go eat my salad. So hope you guys like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. I have lots of videos coming up, and share this with your friends if you like it, favorite it on your channel, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye-bye. One of the next videos coming up, I have chest and triceps. I also have exercise equipment that I still need to do, and I also have a surfer video. Somebody asked for upper back exercises and feet exercises for a surfer, and so I made a little video on that, and I think a couple more that I already filmed. But anyway, always try to watch towards the end of my videos, because I'm starting to post some of the next videos that are coming up. So if you want to see what's coming up next, then watch to the end. And I usually post that at the end, along with maybe some other videos that you might want to see that, you know, from before. Anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.